Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You can see by the title below, this is on episode 6 of Rewrite. And this episode, I was actually surprised. I thought they were going to have more not flashbacks, but backstory on the other girls. Is that how it's going to be for the remainder of the thing? Are we going to get them? I was kind of confused because obviously we got the whole backstory behind Chizuru, and last episode was Lucia. And then I figured that it would be, Kotori or Chihaya or Akane, but instead, we got this episode. So I'm kind of confused on what's going on here. Is this, and I've heard that in the forums and stuff, that either the next episode or the episode after the next episode is going to be all anime original, so they wouldn't be having, backstory on the other girls. So that's kind of weird for me. I thought they were going to do backstory on all of them. Kind of a little disappointed because I like Akane, though I gotta admit, Lucia definitely changed my mind a lot in this episode. The whole beginning part was super cute. She ends up in that cute meat outfit. Thanks for showing those opai as well. Makes him a bento. She's all blushing and she's like in full tsundere mode. He calls her cute. She punches him. She calls him by his first name. He notices. She punches him. Full on tsundere. There was even the part with like her holding him and putting, she's the disciplinary person, and she's always like, no, none of that, and instead she's putting his arms between her boobs because she's getting jealous of Chizuru on the other side. And I'm just over here like, wow, that's like a total 360 personality now that she, he knows everything, and she is of course, friends with him and stuff, and obviously probably has feelings for him. Another thing that's pretty interesting is that I was wondering how it would be with the Guardians and with Guardian and everything now that they know about his power, to which it turns out they don't know. Lucia only told one person, which is Chizuru, and Chizuru wants him to keep having a peaceful life, so she doesn't want Guardian to know about his powers. So that answered my question there, because that was one of the things I remember in the last episode. I was like, man, now they are going to know about his power, and they have been looking for people with powers all the time, so aren't they going to take him in or anything like that? But I guess they don't know. I don't know, it's kind of like weird, like, oh, his body is just so happens to be naturally resisted to her poison when no one else could. The only person that could touch her is Chizuru because of her power. It's got to be that he has a power, right? So they got to know. I think it's just at the moment they're not doing anything about it, But yeah, so pretty much this episode, the whole first part was just like, besides after the whole Lucia being completely cute in that whole beginning part, they end up going on a whole bunch of different missions, different quests to find all these different things and see their club activities pretty much, and see if any of these things are real. And what is up with all those Yoshino transitions, especially the one at the end of their whole adventure kind of thing? It shows his crotch, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? Is the zipper gonna come down? Yes, it does, and we see Yoshino's eye, and it ends like that. Like, what the hell was that? I don't know if that's something in the visual novel, but that was that whole chain of events was so weird, with Yoshino coming at the beginning with the sword thing, to then figuring all of the other stuff ends up being not really mysterious or magic or anything of the sorts. But it was still funny and cool just to see them all hanging out and all having fun, trying to look for all these kind of stuff. I have to admit, it was nice and fun after going through all that craziness that we have been going through in the last 2 episodes. It was a nice little change of pacing. Now, after the first half, the second half is where things start to get serious, and we start to learn a lot more stuff, and I honestly have a lot more questions still yet at the moment. First off, they go into the forest, they find some pollution, a polluted river, a rainbow river as they call it, that looks just like, what the hell is that? Like, that thing is mystical or something. It's changing the animals. I think that was a 2-headed rat thing going on there. Some other thing was dead in there. Like, what the hell is up with that? Who created that? That's not a normal, polluted from like some company or something, some factory or something. That is not normal. That is some weird rainbow ass shit that I have no idea what the heck that is. But it's tied to something that's important, obviously, because at the end of the episode, Inoue, the the reporter girl ends up going to go check it out again, and all of a sudden she disappears. So that's a big thing that's probably going to be in the next episode. Where the hell did she go? What happened to her? Obviously there was a chain of events in between, with Kotaro pretty much seeing that ghost girl again, following her. All of a sudden there's that tree that he had his, in the first episode where he ends up dying, and a whole bunch of flashbacks for him or something. I don't know if it's flashbacks of things happening besides him dying. We see a girl that was kind of bleeding. It looked like Akane when she was little or something. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong there. When he died as well, there was a girl running to him. It looked like that could have been Kotori, maybe. I'm not too sure. It's really interesting. Kotori, when she ran into the clearing, it looked like she remembered something as well. So there's a lot of mystery behind Kotori as well that we don't really know about. And this episode definitely had a lot of mysterious things going on. There's also the interaction between Akane and Lucia. Pretty much Lucia saying, she's full on, humans are good. Humans are trying to make the world better. This is a good thing what they're doing. And Akane full on like, no, this blah blah blah. She even gets to the point later on where she's talking to Kotaro and tells him, there is a way to stop pollution. He thinks, oh, like get rid of factories and stuff, right? No, to get rid of humans. So I'm not too sure. I may be throwing things out and I may be completely wrong, but they did talk about Gaia before, and they want the whole thing to happen, this event to happen, for the world to start new kind of thing. So is Akane part of Gaia? No spoilers please, but that's something that was like throwing around in my head in this episode, and I was like, is she? And just seeing the interaction, seeing how she is talking and how she feels about all this stuff, about how humans are destroying the world and everything. And whatever this thing is, the key is going to destroy the world kind of stuff, right? So it just makes sense that I think she honestly might be part of Gaia. I could be wrong, could be completely wrong, but it's pretty interesting to see that might be a factor, because if that is, then we have, the occult club having people on two different sides, and, Kotaro in the middle. Like, who is Kotori a Gaia member? Is Chihaya? I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see that factor. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. It was pretty interesting in my opinion. The first part was, of course, super cute with Lucia. The second part was interesting and funny to see them going through all those different cases and everything, and having those weird Yoshino transitions, which I still don't understand. And then the last part is where the main craziness starts to go on, like the seriousness, where there's some pollution of some sorts. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. This is the same forest that we've seen before, that he went to the tree and had like a huge moment where he saw all these flashbacks, memories. I'm not too sure at the moment, but it was pretty interesting to see all that kind of stuff. The possibility of Akane being part of Gaia, and maybe some of the other girls as well, because if we had a backstory, maybe I would know more. But at the moment it seems like they're trying to keep this stuff in the mystery sense for the other girls, because like it's a possibility they could be, because we really don't know. We have the backstory of Lucia and Shizuru, but not them. So it's pretty weird that they didn't put the backstory. I'm not too sure what's going to go on. And like people in the forums have been saying, that either the next episode or the next episode after the next episode is going to be all anime original stuff. So I can't wait to see how that's going to be. The forums are not as bad anymore. Happy about that at least. But yeah, as always guys, I want to know how you guys feel. Anime watchers only, how do you feel this has been going on so far? Visual novel readers, how do you think this episode was done in comparison to how it's done in the visual novel? Is nothing spoiling obviously like usual, but yeah, I just want to know the opinions and thoughts of everyone, anime watchers only, and of course visual novel readers as usual. I always love to, like I said, get your opinions, and it's always interesting to see some things that I may have missed or may have thought differently, and you guys put into perspective for me. It's always interesting and cool to see. But yeah, that's all I gotta say guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. Please, like I said, there may be something that I missed somewhere. If there is, feel free to comment below so I can, go back and see and be like, oh my gosh, you're right, kind of thing. But no spoilers as usual. No spoilers as usual. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. It really does help the channel. And yeah, can't wait for next week's episode to see what's going to happen in the potential last or main episode. And then we're going to have anime original stuff, which I'm pretty excited for. And I've seen a lot of visual novel readers are excited for as well, because it's something new. Like, sure, you would love to see a perfect adaptation, But for that to be, we'd have to have a huge amount of episodes for that, and I guess that's not going to happen. At least you get something new that you haven't seen before. That's got to be pretty exciting, right? But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So until next time, see ya.